Hi, let's talk today about CSS Reset, NodeJS and Mocha. I'm Anatol, and you are watching the good parts of the front-end development. If this is your first time here you want to learn front-end and JavaScript, start now by subscribing and don't forget to turn on the subtitles. You've probably heard that Microsoft Edge is switching to Chromium from EdgeHTML. That might be good. However, in the article The Ecological Impact of Browser Diversity, Rachael Nabors explains why that might be bad for progress. James Steinbach in his turn posted an article titled Preventing Context Reflow from Lazy Loaded Images. Here, he describes how to avoid change dimensions within the existing page layout and a reflow process. A Look at CSS Reset in 2018 by Ire Aderinokun is a short introduction to the reasons for discarding styles. Also, you can read how to strike a balance between removing opinionated styling and styling as consistent as possible. Rebuilding Redux with hooks and context is a brief investigation into how both hooks and the context API can be used to build a simple global state management package. Dan Abramov has started a personal blog called Overreacted. The first post here is titled Why Do We Write Super Props? The author explains React concepts in a clear and straightforward manner. Take a look. The art of building NodeJS project at scale. In this video, an IBM engineer tells the tale of building a loopback 4 using Node and TypeScript. Things got easier. In this video, Jake and Surma dive into features that have made web development easier, including inheritance, destruction, even delegation, etc. A complete guide to routing in Angular is an introduction to Angular routing and using it to create client-side apps and single-page apps with routing and navigation. You can read this article at Smashing Magazine. One more interesting guide at Smashing Magazine is titled CSS Grid Level 2. Here comes Subgrid. Here you can take a look and understand about a new upcoming grid CSS feature, namely Subgrid. Rachel Andrew wrote about specification, line numbering, gaps, etc. The next point in my list is a comprehensive guide explaining JavaScript unit testing like IM5. In case you haven't started testing your code, here you can learn how to do that using Mocha and Chai. Have a look. Let me draw your attention to the article Why GraphQL? Advantages, Disadvantages and Alternatives. This tutorial is part 1 of 2 in this series, and the author explains the strong and weak sides of GraphQL architecture in comparison with RESTful one. The best description I read so far. Part 2 is titled Why Apollo? Jake Archibald in his turn posted a tutorial introducing background fetch. Using this experimental feature, you can perform long-running fetches in the background, hear about the result in your service worker, and see progress and pause or cancel a fetch. You can dig into a demo code attached. In case you are interested in TensorFlow.js, you might like a following article, namely Finding Photos on Twitter using face recognition with TensorFlow.js by James Thomas. This is an in-depth look at a serverless application making use of TensorFlow. In the article Switching to Parcel from Webpack by Sunil Sanhu, you can read how to take a Webpack config that handles your day-to-day code and do it with Parcel instead. As the author noted, that lets you concentrate on building stuff rather than configuring a setup. The last but not least point for today is the most annoying website. It's a humorous look at the power of the web platform and various APIs. Have a fun! If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel and watch other episodes. Thanks for watching and stay curious!